Hey guys, I am back, and here's my theories on the new Pokemon X and Y. That the new titles, in my opinion, are based on the chromosomes, the X and Y chromosomes. And yeah, with that said, again, this is shocker, and with me, I pretty much jinxed this Generation 6 of Pokemon. Mainly because I kept saying that, oh, the Game Freak should make a Generation 6. And the thoughts were going in my mind, you guys. And yeah, with that, I say these are going to be a breath of fresh air, and yeah, with that, it's pretty much going to be, I say, pretty exciting. But again, there are going to be people that are going to hate on these Pokemon. And again, in my last video, my initial response video to these two games, Pokemon X and Y, about these Gen1ers, you guys have no idea how much of a headache that these people give me. I personally never came across anybody that considers them a Gen1er. And I'll give you guys a brief synopsis of a brief explanation of what a Gen1er is. A Gen1er is someone that only plays Pokemon, that only plays the Pokemon games that contain the original 150 Pokemon. So essentially the Pokemon Red and Blue games. And if you count Pokemon Yellow, that's open to interpretation, but I digress. And people like that piss me off, mainly because they shit all over the Pokemon's designs, the newer Pokemon's designs, mind you. And like I said, I judge Pokemon based on two criteria. Two. Their stats and their move pool. If their stats are good and their move pool is good, then I will most likely use it. Bad design or not. And personally, I grew up with Pokemon Generations 1, 2, and 3. Personally, I hate Generation 1 and 2 of Pokemon for the same reason why people love them. So yeah, there's that. And on top of that, personally, I would have to agree with Fossil's Minion on this. Link in the description bar below on getting to his channel and whatnot. And yeah, that's essentially that. He goes into better detail about this than I do in his top 5 Pokemon generations list. So yeah, and on top of that, you guys, with what I've seen, I personally stand by this statement, and I know it's going to be extremely bold of me saying this, and I know it's extremely too soon to say this, but I'm kind of glad that they didn't reuse the firefighting typing that they used for the past 3 generations. Yeah, I know. And when I say reuse the firefighting combination typing, there are 3 starter Pokemon that use this typing. Blaziken, Infernape, my personal favorite out of the three, and Emboar, the most underrated of the three, I say, and if not the entire starter Pokemon line of all 5 generations beforehand. And look, why they reuse firefighting, I have no idea. But again, I digress. And with me, you guys, I personally find that Generation 6, for me at least, I know this may sound weird, is going to be a real nostalgia trip for me. Again, I'll explain. I've been playing Pokemon for about 15 years. I'm basically 19 now and turning 20 in a couple months. So yeah, I've been playing Pokemon ever since I was 4 or 5 years old, which again is saying a lot. So yeah, again, I've been playing for Pokemon for 15 years and I get a huge nostalgia rush from it. And that's how I feel about Pokemon Generation 5 every time I play those games. And this will be no different from me playing Pokemon Generation 6. And personally, and now the 2 legendaries that were shown, the deer and the bird. Oh my god. Personally, I found those 2 legendaries to be the most beautiful, to say the least. And yeah. So yeah, you guys, this is me going into further in depth about my opinions on Generation 6 and everything else. So yeah, you guys, don't forget, sorry, don't forget to subscribe and do anything else. So yeah, and for any Gen1ers, don't take what I said truly into offense. And if you do, it's not my fault. That's yours, not mine. And if you bitch and complain about this, not my fault. It's yours. So yeah, this is Aries. Sign out.